Well, hey there, it's John Paul. We're doing your power-up test, and I've got the trigger locked. That's the stun sound. I'm going to demonstrate the other sounds for you in a moment.
Destruct sequence completed and engaged.
Almost installed. Got to finish the power-up test for the day before we install things. There's your 3 blinking jelly beans. That's the little the board sort of at the bottom with the capacitors that controls the jelly beans.
Data
In the
insufficient.
background, that white rectangle is your backlit display, and you can see the blinking target light in the background that will get mounted to the back of the display. Yikes! There's the phaser sound. As you can see, it's pretty loud because we have a really good sound system in there. And we'll switch to another sound. Oh, that's back to stun. And then, for fun, we have ha 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 ha. Yikes. Okay, time to shut this off. Okay, I shut off the phaser sounds because, well, they were making me a little nuts. Because they are pretty loud. Anyway, this is where we're at, and I'm going to let this run probably the entire day and disconnect it and reconnect it maybe once or twice. Then when I'm convinced that all the electronics are working perfectly, the assembly begins. So we're probably, maybe 2 weeks from shipping. Also, your acrylic display is complete. It's all the parts are cut out and finished. They're sitting in my dining room. However, they're not assembled, so I'm not going to show them to you yet. I want to, put the 3 pieces together and put the little nameplate on it with the serial number and all that fun stuff. Once I get that done, I'll send a shot of that over. Alright, we're back. So let's experience our sounds. Okay, and that concludes the laser beam test. Hey, John Paul back here. This is the part of your video that's all about your phaser rifle and how it works and where the features are and all that stuff. So let's get started. And here we have the jelly beans, red, orange, yellow, red, orange, yellow. Anyway, those are the blinking beams. And this is the lighted buttstock. And lighting the buttstock through fiberglass is, well, it's a hat trick. It's not easy to do, but there it is. All right, I'm hoping this is working. Although, that's not the clearest video image I've ever seen. Oh, I think that's much better. I believe I can see the little red dot blinking on the screen. And you can see it's backlighted white, and we have some crosshairs and some circles on it, and that's more or less what was seen on screen or seen on the Julian's auction house photos. All right, your phaser rifle is now off its stand, lying on its side on the table. And as you can see, we'll pan up here a little bit, the power is off. So you're probably wondering, how do you shut the power on and off? Great question. This button. You press that in, the power's on. Press it again, it pops out, power's off. Nice stainless steel button, waterproof, good times. Why do we have that? If we pick up the laser rifle by the handle, here, the trigger's located there, we might set the laser off. So we want to have that ability to shut it off when necessary, especially when handing it to someone to check out. Next we have the handle. There, better. The handle does rotate. Whoops. The handle does rotate. See that? Your handle's solid. It's not the fiberglass handle that you get with the kit that's hollow. Your handle bolts through a solid aluminum plate that's inside the body. So it's okay to carry and lift your S&W fiberglass phaser rifle by the handle. It won't break off, you won't damage anything. Let's take a look at your battery compartment. We'll put the handle that way so we can see. If you push on a rear corner, whoops, it pops off. It's on magnets. See that? Okay. Then inside we have batteries. We want to remove these carefully. We just kind of pull them out. Let me get better light in here. Okay. To pull the batteries out, first we find the wires. Now this bundle of wires, we don't pull on that. What we do is we pull on the two single wires, and you see we get one battery. Now the batteries are attached in pairs. That one doesn't want to come out, so we go to the next battery. You see there's one red wire on that. That one comes right out. Let's see, what else have we got? Got a couple more in here. We grab this one. That one comes out. And there should be one more back there somewhere. Yeah, there is. He's just being a little stubborn. Ah, there he is. And number 4. So we have 4 batteries. And they're all labeled so you don't put them in backwards, because putting them in backwards is bad. That will do bad things to your electronics, so you always want to pay attention to that. Putting them back in, same thing. And again, I want to show you, there's a positive bundle and a negative bundle. What I usually do is I just kind of look at them and I go, well, clearly those can go in first. So I stick those in. Get in there. They're a bit snug, believe it or not. There's not as much room in this thing as you'd think. And we go 3. And then we go 4. Sometimes the magnet grabs them too. Don't worry about that. Then you tuck the wires in there. And on the back of the battery cover plate, there is a red dot. Also, one end is double thick. That goes towards the front of the phaser rifle. And you just literally drop that back on. Look at that. How easy is that? That's your magnetic battery hatch. All right, next up is our sound selector switch. For this one, we're going to have to power this thing up. So I'm going to turn the power on. You see the display screen there? Just lit. Okay, our power is on. Back. So forward, middle, back. 3 positions, okay? Now, when I fire these, Okay, and that concludes the laser beam test.